Uh, good harmony. Try that again. I'm gonna go soprano though. Oh. So, guys, it's almost the end of the year. Another year has passed. We've been at Dream Select different phases. So, what has it been like? With doing the podcast, working here every day, selling houses, trying to sell houses.
I think it's definitely an awesome environment that is being created, an awesome culture. I remember when the concept of Dream Select was really just that, just the concept. Even the Dream is Real podcast, we've talked about it before. This started as a way to let people know that the dream of home ownership is real. Not only home ownership, but the dream of building a life and a legacy around investing in real estate is real. And now we're, like you said, another year in. And how many episodes now, Kim? I've lost track.
Oh my God, Gwen, what are we up to? I think this will be about 80, 81.
No,
something. We're over 80.
We're over 80. Definitely.
So we're booking LeVar for number 100.
Gotcha.
Right, he was the 50, so he's got to come back on. That's the rule around here.
Yeah,
we can make some rules around here.
He's got to do those milestone ones.
That's it. It. So
I think number 100 to be about our second year of filming.
Really?
I guess it will, right?
Right around it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, and it's been an awesome journey so far, and we're just kind of getting started, which is really cool, right? So I guess where do we start here? This is our end of the year episode, and Gwen, that was an awesome opening, by the way. And
thank you.
To your point before this, you said I'm the newbie. I can't. And that's why we put it right on you.
I see that. Like, you didn't hold out.
But that's kind of the culture that gets created here, right? Because that's how LeVar is. It's hey, yeah, that's it. If there's an idea, we're gonna do it. And there's no holding back. And I think there's something to be said about that. And I think that's a big reason why we've seen the success that we've seen this year is because we create the culture of go out and get it and do a good job and do it with excellence, right? So
push issue.
Yeah. So
beyond your limit.
So, and Kim, now that you are taking on more of the host role here, did you think at the beginning of the year that that was going to be something that you did?
Not at all. Not at all. I remember when I was first talking to LeVar about the Dream is Real podcast. And when I first started working with him and he came in, he was like, oh, this is what I want to do. And I was like, okay, well, tell me a little bit more about it. And when he told me it was more about like getting our guests in to come in and educate our buyers and our sellers, the investors, everybody out there, I was like, that's an awesome idea. Because when I was growing up, before I bought my home, my first home, I had no clue any of this information that's out there today. So it's amazing. And I applaud him for doing something like that, taking that step, that chance, and bringing in different guests to teach these customers, our clients.
And teach us as well. Me, anyway. Like, I feel like sitting in on them, you do learn things. And sometimes, like, I think I've mentioned to you before, like, I'm like, really into what the conversation is, but I can't say anything because I'm sitting up on the stuff. Like, I have a question.
You want to write it on the board, like Jason, ask this.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's been a huge plus. Just being able to sit in this chair and talk with so many professionals, and that have so many perspectives, even within the same space. I mean, how many individuals have we had on that are in the mortgage space? But it's like every episode that we have around mortgages, it's like there's another nugget that's there.
There's always something new.
Yeah, and I think that's what we need to strive to continue with, is to be able to bring information that already exists, but in either from a new angle or things that we've never uncovered before. Because you look at a real estate transaction, there are so many moving parts to all of this that it's impossible to really know everything, but you could certainly bring enough people where you're learning every single time. So Kim, I'm gonna keep doing this.
How he just keeps doing it. Kim, what's up, Jason?
Yeah. you now, again, taking the host roles on, where do you see yourself this coming year? What are you going to be working on?
Uh,
I mean, 'cause
hopefully
that's not
it'll
all
be-
you do around here, by the way. I
Oh,
think it's
definitely
important to
not.
note that.
Definitely not. We still have a lineup of future guests coming on. So hopefully come 2026, we just keep on knocking them out between me and you. But besides the podcast, we have the real estate. So it's like
Oh, yeah, by the way, we buy, sell, and
yeah,
We
do
do it all.
we do
We do it
rentals.
all.
We do
rentals,
yeah, we
investments,
do real
like
estate stuff
everything.
too.
Everything,
We're not
everything.
podcasters, really.
Everything real estate.
Yes, yes.
And Gwen, I remember. I don't know if my interview with you was the first. Was that the first interview for you, or did you do one
Yes,
before?
that was,
It was.
no. You couldn't tell.
What?
Like you basically did the interview. Like I was just sitting. You asked a question and answered your own question.
I was trying to help you out. No, but you've come a long way in that too. Not just sitting in one of these chairs and doing this, but I mean, crushing it here at the office as well.
Yeah, I try. I'm learning a lot, so it's really good to be here and be more involved in everything that's going on.
Right.
But what about you?
What about
Where do you see yourself doing in 2026?
Well, I'm excited about working in the investment market, right?
Okay.
Helping those that are looking to, buy, flip, create, rental portfolios. There's such a tremendous opportunity in real estate to build long-term wealth. And one of the benefits that we have here is that we're able to get some of our investment partners in at a very very ground level to get in early enough on properties, because especially here on Long Island, throughout New York in general, it's a very, very competitive market. So by the time you find something, if you don't move on it, it's gone, right? So that's what I'm excited about. One of the things as well, I've said it before on the show. I've kind of built my career, around helping individuals achieve what they want to achieve, and at so many levels, real estate offers that, right? The ability to help an investor succeed, the ability to help a young family that maybe didn't think that home ownership was in the cards for them, all of a sudden, get the keys handed to them at the closing table. To me, there's very few things that could be more satisfying than that, and everything in between. So I'm excited about helping people achieve their goals, because I think that is a way to be successful. And you see a lot of our guests have the same mantra. They love what they do because they deliver a value and help people in this process. So, Gwen,
Yes.
what about you? What's your focus for 2026?
Same as you. I definitely want to get more into the investment side. So I'm trying to learn all I can being here. Still do work as an agent as well, but more investment. Just like you said, it will be rewarding to see, someone light up when they buy their first house, or even myself light up and I have my first, like investment, and, get the return on that and do more and more and more.
Yeah, there's so much potential, and what we hit on so often in our episodes is having the right team around you.
True.
Now, for anybody watching here, they see our faces more than constantly, more than not. But we really do have an awesome group outside of here. So I mean, it's I say this with confidence. If you're at the gym, or you're somewhere, you're at a networking meeting, and somebody hands you a card that says Dream Select Realty, you're going to get a lot of the same, right? So
Right.
that it's going to be an individual that is ready to help you wherever you are in the process, right?
The one thing that I like with what you're saying with this all is it is a team. Like LeVar used to always throws around dream team, dream team. It is a team. We're a big family. And even if, like you said, you give out your card at the gym and your client has questions or whatever, you can come to everybody here and we will all work together. It's not like maybe some of the other brokerages out there, I'm not going to name any names, but where they're not really helping those agents and partnering with those agents. And LeVar and his wife, they're completely different. So it's definitely a family. It's definitely a team. You get to know what you're doing as you come along. So hopefully we build this team come 2026.
Yeah.
And we bring some more in.
And I could say, you know, being here at the ground level, you know, having the conversations as, you know, again, when this was a concept, that it was always built around a team environment. You know, whoever's in the office, whoever's got, you know, whoever's got the license on the wall, but not just that. And I think this program reflects our desire to be surrounded by good individuals that are all throughout the industry, right? So we're aiming to not just be a real estate office or an agency, but to be a resource. I know my heart coming into this was also to help those that may be, you know, looking at their credit score and saying, this is never going to happen, you know, and in the overwhelming majority of cases, that's not true. It's just about getting the right people around you, getting the right direction, being willing to take the direction. You know, we've had you know, credit professionals here that have made it very, very clear that with a small period of focused effort, even if you have had some, you know, some challenges in the past, exactly, that they can be overcome. And if you don't start today, you know, you're just delaying. So you know, these are things that it's and you both answer more calls here for sure. If somebody were to come here to the office or call the office and they've got aspirations for home ownership, do we or do we not have the resources to at least point them in the right direction to start that journey?
Yes, we definitely do. As Kim mentioned, we're a team. And just to go back to what you were saying about having those resources and a team to support you, I've been at other real estate agencies and felt that I had no direction whatsoever. And it's really, it's not a good feeling to be new in the game and just like, okay, well, who am I asking questions to? You know, where do I go from here? So at least here, like you said, we're a team. You can get your answers from someone on the team. So everybody's willing to pitch in and, you know, help out.
And you, when
I don't know, Gwen may know,
right,
you may know.
Right. There's always someone.
right. If we don't have the answer, we will find the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We go to our little team chat.
That's it. And if we've got to go out and get it, we go out and get it.
Yeah.
Right. Because the answers are out there, and you know, that's what we've been trying to dispel from the beginning, is the fact that somehow the American dream of home ownership is dead, and that's just not true. It's just not true.
Just need the right people in your corner.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, we kind of come from the position that if you're willing to go for it, all things are possible. And I mean, every success story, since success stories have been recorded, has been around that exact mindset. So, you know, not trying to put an infomercial out there, but maybe a little bit. But if you were to work with someone here, that's what you're going to have. You're going to have more than an agent. You're going to have an advocate that's going to help you wherever you are in the process and tell you the truth, right? There's behind the scenes here, there's brutal honesty that goes on inside this office, because we don't have time to, you know, kind
We're
of
family.
Exactly.
Family gets brutal, right?
Yeah, that's it. You know, you think about best friendships. You know, I've got a very good friend of mine that I've worked with professionally at levels outside of the real estate. And, you know, we were on the drive time radio here on Long Island for a while, and we would have people calling in and say, "You guys are so mean to each other." I was like, "Well, that's because we're best friends. That's what best friends do, right?" And we're not mean to each other here, but we are definitely kind of arm in arm, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess that's what we're saying, is that you've got a team here, you've got a culture of people that get along. You know, it's not just showing up and. You know, I know we're very selective about who we work with in a lot of ways, who we work alongside, which is good best practice. So yeah, that culture is here.
I guess we can say that we have a good time here, even though we're working. It's still fun to
Right.
be here. And
That is possible, right?
Yeah.
We try to make that possible.
Yeah, we
that,
joke
you
around.
can work hard and have fun at the
Right.
same time.
Exactly.
As you've seen from our skit.
That's right. You guys have been doing some social media
we
stuff.
trying.
Yeah,
We
we
trying.
But that's what excites me because now I know you both for a while, and it wasn't always like that.
No.
Not at all.
Mhm.
This right here wouldn't even be happening.
Well,
about
that's
a year
exactly
ago.
right.
So
Us sitting down together, we're not like this. Mm-mm.
yeah.
We
Yeah,
wouldn't do
I think
this.
there's been more than one occasion where you said to me, Jason, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do
Mhm.
this. I mean, this is more something I've been comfortable with for a while. But just seeing you both, I mean, what's the next year going to bring, right?
A
More
lot.
podcasts.
That's what I was going to say. You'll probably both have your
Yes.
own.
Never
No.
know. You said no.
You would have said no. You would have said
She's
no
not
at the
thinking
beginning of this year.
positive.
Why would I
She's
do my
thinking
own podcast
negative.
when I can be here at the Dream
Fair
is Real
enough.
podcast?
I guess what
Well, I meant within the Dream Select team. That's
Yeah.
what I meant.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
so. I guess what we're getting at is that being able to push the comfort zone. You don't know what
Yes.
next year
Right.
is going to bring. I know there's a big vision here to continue to grow, to continue to be a resource, to be a place of education, really to set a standard. And I think that standard, right, has always been. This was founded on a standard of being successful, but successful in a way that brings folks with us, right? Because if you sell your home and you sell it for a price that is at either what you want or above, often we get higher than asking price, right? I hope I can say that.
We do.
Of course, we do.
We
Yeah,
do.
it's a
Right.
true statement.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
If it's priced right, like
Exactly.
LeVar has said in many of his podcasts before, like you need to know the market.
Correct.
And knowing the market, and if you price those homes incorrectly, you're not even going to get what the client is looking for. So just pricing it right, knowing what you're doing.
that's been an awesome thing for me to see that it's not real estate's not cut and dry. There are nuances, there are strategies, there is very much a marketing aspect to it that where you can come to a point where all sides are winning to some degree. Somebody's getting a great home at a reasonable price, but that's where I think the benefit here and the experience that you get here is individuals that have the vision to maybe see outside of the box. And I think that's why a lot of the properties do, move in a very quick fashion and for a price that the sellers are very, very happy with. Or investors, get in at that ground level type of opportunity that, when they're done with the project, they come back and say, what else you got? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's it. So, we're on it. As far as for the both of you, what about real estate maybe surprised you from when you first came in?
We're both like, when I first started, I guess just maybe the knowledge that you need to have to do real estate, and that's why having a good team helps you along there. And I guess
There's a lot of
just
things that you
finding
don't see, right? That you don't see
right,
coming,
and that
right?
you don't know. Every deal is different, right? Every deal. So there are those little, yes, I don't want to call them nuances, but just different things you might need to know. Like you can't just say, oh, because I did this deal this way last time, then this one should be the same.
Right.
Because every deal is different.
And you
If
can,
that makes sense.
and you can, no, it does. And that's not even just in one area. The micro,
Right.
there's things that can happen in finance. There's things that can happen at the title,
Exactly.
level. There, you name it, right? Because there's multiple parts to this.
Yeah.
That's another reason you need good people around you. Kim, anything on your end as far as the industry surprising you?
It's kind of a tough question, right?
Yeah, well, that's.
It is.
I was going to throw at least one curveball.
Yeah, I know. But I have seen with some of the offers that I've submitted for my clients. So many different like highs and lows. And it's crazy sometimes when you're submitting an offer. And then I've had one client submit an offer, the offer was accepted, and then we're waiting for contracts to come through to the attorneys to find out that they turned around and they accepted a different offer. Never contacted us, never notified us. So, and then I've had others that it's just so different.
That's
Like
why I said
everything
every
is
deal
so,
is
yeah,
different.
there's nothing the same. There's nothing that's constantly repeating itself. I remember when I first started out, I said, LeVar, I think I'm going to hit every single hiccup before I actually close one. Like either the offer's not accepted. Okay, the offer's not accepted. We go this route. Then we go higher. We go this way. Something with the mortgage. It was always some different hiccup until I finally landed that first one. And then once I landed that first one, it was like, oh, okay, I can sit back. I can relax because now everything you seem to start to learn more of the process. And I was able to actually start moving more and doing more things since then.
Right. I was going to say, for somebody who's saying, I'm not so sure, you're kicking some butt.
Was a challenge.
Yeah.
That first one was
Well, you have to expect the unexpected.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think part of our role, although it's not one of the fiduciary responsibilities that you learn about, but it kind of is, right? Is to be able to prepare the client for
Whatever.
for whatever, and to also just set the stage that whatever it is, we'll find it, we'll get it done. We're going to sell this house.
Right.
We're going to find the
Your
house that you want.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to find your dream home, and we can bear the brunt of that, but we also keep an optimistic outlook, knowing that generally there is an answer to every situation that could pop up. Right, when you have the right team.
Exactly.
You don't have the right team, you're stuck. You're stuck.
And I like our team. You know what I'm saying? Because we have all, like we were saying before, we have all those different resources. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not just the agents. Like we've built, especially doing this podcast, we built so many different relationships and we opened so many different channels of communications with attorneys and mortgage people, investors, inspectors, electricians. Oh my God, I can't. Builders.
Yeah, I was gonna say construction.
The list just grows, and I'm
Makes-
like, and hopefully, come 2026, the list is going to keep growing and growing. Like I think our first one into 2026 is another investor. You're gonna love it.
I'm on for that one, right?
Yes, you are. But yeah,
it makes me think of a Swiss Army knife, right? It's like, oh, what is this? I got a tool for that. Hold on. And that's what we're going to continue to grow is a network of good people inside and outside of the agency that can get things done. And that's really what it's about.
Yeah. Hopefully we continue to grow our subscribers. So
yeah, that's it.
Because day by day, people are being born. Somebody else is turning 18, 21. Like kids are getting older every single day. So hopefully, the dream of home ownership is not going to end.
No.
Like as people are moving out, those kids are moving out of their parents' homes, they're going to want another home. I'm like, and this is a great channel to listen to. Hear from you, hear from you, hear from me, hear from our guests, and learn.
I think that's one of the most important things that we're doing here, if we do say so, is making sure that we fight to let people know that that the dream of home ownership is not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. And yeah, on behalf of our team, I want to thank everybody who has watched and subscribed and commented and given us ideas. It's something that we take to heart. And I think I can speak on behalf of all of us that as we continue into this year, we want to hear from you. We want to know what you want to know so that we can deliver on our promise to be a resource to everybody out there. So,
yes, definitely. Where do you want us to take it next?
Well, take as far as
our clients, our viewers. Where do you want us to take this channel to next?
Yeah,
what do you want to see?
Because really, what we've been doing is just scratching the surface.
Definitely.
is just providing good information, but there's a lot more to be had, and I know that there's going to be some cool announcements coming around the corner. So we're
Stay tuned.
ready to rock and roll, and we wish everybody who is watching and listening a happy New Year, and make this one the best one yet.
Yep. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, and here's to 2026.
There you go.
Stay tuned.
We should have had a toast, but yeah,
Next time.
that's all right.
Yeah.
Maybe they could edit that.
Go get the vodka.